Hello everybody, and welcome to the Boat Pod. You're here live with Limi and Programma on a beautiful Saturday afternoon in London.
Weather's absolutely peng today. The water's looking nice and Thamesy green, brown.
Nice.
But we're here, we're vibing. Kicking off the show with a bit of ferocious, revolutionary dub.
We're really excited to be back on the boat for another month, and we have a very special guest today, the incredible Silkie, who's going to be joining us in the studio in a little bit. We're going to keep it nice and easy to start, and then we're going to get into some good old electronic club music, garage, dubstep, 140, all of that. But yeah, next up we got a beautiful track from Shy One from her latest album, and it's called 16 Hours featuring James Messiah. So yeah, stay locked. We'll be with you until 4 p.m. This is Limi and Programma on the Boat Pod.
Them strange. Leo Cat went straight. Gemini for the night and the day. Yeah, man went both ways. Yeah, man do both sides. Man I drive, man I ride. Man a house, man I road. From I see the postcode. Yeah, I touch Silk Road. On the phone, dark mode. Get the light, dark soul. But don't lose that soul. Never. Smoke merch, smoke punk. See the star dogs in the dump. See the other fouls in the junk. Getting down to the funk. See south side so crunk. See the south side ain't sweet, but the beat is so sweet. I see the pepper sauce on the meat. It's like sour sop, sour lime. And now it's time for the grind. You see it's time for the drill. And it's sleepy time for the grind. Man's nickname Jimmy Grant. Spent too much time in the mines, but now it's time for your mind. Shall I get behind for the wine? If you say yes, it's a go. Funny how it come like so. Natalie and Marsha and Rose, see the ting there with an open toe, still at O when she dance. Feel like I might just have a chance. Oh, a better life, no strife. Wanna be just like she. Boom, so yeah, what I mean. Think that I should be on your team. Malcolm Luther King with a dream, and we get it by any means. Funny how it ain't what it seems, especially when you're on the beach, chilling with my twin and it's peak. All of these bodies on the beach, all of these fishes in the sea, all of these shutters on the strip. Pray you don't give me no dip. I ain't really trying to bust your lip. She ain't really trying to bust my heart. Man, I should have known from the start. This is how the love might end. Hope I can still be a friend, but I won't be coming to your end. Or at least I won't be checking in. Feel like the chances are slim. See the light heavyweight might win, but I seek grace when I lose. That's the one I know I gotta choose. So I had to take up in my shoes, rolling with the cold in the groove. Euro star to the loot. Got a ting I know I gotta prove. Still trying to make that move. House price, wild rent due. What would the OG do? Buy a Z then shot it too. Everyone I see and I know better start getting high. The bread's low. Gotta hope that the bread rise. Gotta hope that it's alright. So I shot the ting, okay. I ain't really on a lay. I ain't really trying to catch strays. Leo Cat back, not straight. Gemini back up in your face. Jam down, back up in the race. UK still catching up. London town going up. Manchester, what a star. Got a ting from Yorkshire, but we cut it down with the stars. Had to go and dance with the stars. Had to go and look for the shoot. Had to get a lover for my youth. No safety Now I need a moon for my son. Gotta make sure that he sleeps. Can't get lost in the streets, but I'm in the streets, Babylon, meet then greed. Keep that receipt when it sells. Gonna need your soul in hell. Wanna be high when I go. Gotta say yes so I know. Gotta know so I stay wise. Gotta look my killer in the eye. South, east, south, west beat. Make sure the guns got teeth. Make sure the war gets peace. Make sure the war soon cease. Gotta get back to the drum. Gotta find a way to the gates. St. Peter, what you say? Said I'm too late, I'm too late, I'm too late, 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 too late.
You can tell summertime's on its way, kicking off the show with a bit of dub, Ferocious by Cosmos Sound, and then getting into a bit of a two-step, and now the other summer sounds.
This one, Look for Brighter Days, such a sunshine tune. And if you're looking for a little vibe like this tonight, you should be coming to the Orange Room in Stratford because there's a dope party happening called Crusade. And it's going to be young SBK's first headline show in London since he's back from Asia, from Tokyo. And it's going to be his only show while he's here. So if you're a big fan of SBK, his sound, his legacy in grime, defo come through and support. And I'm going to be warming up for him with a few little tracks like this, a few little vibes for him. So yeah, look for Brighter Days, summer tune. Let's go.
Brighter days are coming, it's so exciting. Brighter days are coming, it's so exciting. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, Silkie. How are you today?
I'm good. You know, I do a night shift, so this is early for me.
Okay. Have you fueled up? Are you ready to chat?
Yeah. I spoke to Uncle Greg. He gave me some baps, and I'm good to go.
All right, we're fans of Uncle Greg. Does he sing?
Yeah. Especially, have you been up north?
No, not really.
Hey, that's where it started. I think it was Newcastle.
Okay.
So we got to thank those guys.
Yeah, I went up to Newcastle one time. You were playing up there, innit?
I did meet with Uncle Greg in Manchester one time after a night.
Yeah.
And it was a great meeting, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Especially, you know, after a party, especially if the party finishes at a time when Greg's is open.
Exactly.
Then you're ready to go.
Yeah, and that's DJ life, right? Late nights.
Yeah, late nights. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah. But the thing is, even when it comes to making music, a lot of producers, including myself, we make our music at nighttime, you know?
That's true. That's true. And yeah, talking of your DJing, recently played at Ori celebrates 20 years of Deep Medi over at Colour Factory, and wow, what a show that was!
Hey, that was amazing. Especially, obviously they played one of my tracks live. I have seen one of my tracks played live before. It was at the South Bank. It was a Deep Medi event as well. But this was much more intimate. At the South Bank, it was much more of like it was more of an orchestral kind of thing. But to see it played, by more, I would say, less classical kind of vibe. It was played more of, jazzy vibes, which is my vibe. So I was really, really impressed. And yeah, the band are amazing.
I think also the cool thing about that show and the difference from more of a performance or a showcase at South Bank is the fact that it was also a jam. So people could kind of feel what the band was doing in the reference they created from your track and then feed off of that, which I thought was really cool. And I wonder if you've maybe not seen your music in a jam context before where people can kind of improvise and freestyle over it and flow from it,
Yeah, no, never. I mean, even though I come from a background of listening to jazz, not so heavily, but mainly through other music that's been influenced by jazz. So I haven't been exposed that much to live jazz and stuff like that. Obviously, I've heard live jazz and whatever, but it's not my background in that sense, even though I've kind of, soaked it in through all the other music that I've listened to. So it was really nice to see that kind of jazz element of this, anyone gets involved and it's just it's a vibe. So
yeah, 100%. I think personally, someone who works in jazz, I really feel the jazz influence within your music. You're the jazziest guy in dubstep. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel that really comes across in not only the kind of instruments you choose to use and the musicality of the music that you make as an electronic producer, but also in the types of drum patterns and the breaks and the fills that you choose. It gives me a jazz energy. And I think also, naturally as DJs, we are kind of participating in jazz in a way just because of the improvisational nature of what we do.
Yeah.
Most sets aren't prepared, I guess, and most sets are free flowing, which is what
100%,
traditional improvisational jazz is. So I think DJs and jazz are a lot more connected than maybe people think.
Yeah, I mean, jazz is connected to everything, really. So it's just whether you know it or not. It's
Exactly.
Whether you can trace the route, but it's there. You just need to look. And if you look hard enough, that kind of improvisational tone and stuff like that, that's all coming from jazz. But I got my jazz through, I would say, slow jam, soul, what else, garage, and that's where I got my jazz influence as a 13-year-old boy in London. And then because my family didn't play music or anything like that, so it wasn't a thing where my mum sat me down and said, this is jazz. It's no, my sister played some slow jams upstairs. I was like, oh, what's that? My sister was playing, garage, and I was like, oh, what's that? And then through there, I got into, what I would understand to be the jazz kind of tradition. Obviously, hip hop. I was into that when I was younger as well, and that's heavily influenced by jazz.
Right. Yeah, I mean, all the connections across jazz, you're right, it's kind of never ending and limitless, especially with it being a rebellion music, a political music, a music of political consciousness. And I think also the nature of the UK jazz scene right now in the way that it's been referenced straight from grime, dancehall, Afrobeat, and then dance jazz and this club kind of approach that people are taking. Obviously Nubaya, Moses, they all coined this, and yeah, I think that's really cool to see how that comes into dubstep, for example, as well. So having you DJ at that party with Ori and Deep Medi it just made the whole night make sense, and it was a dope set. So yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no,
Thank you.
I really enjoyed the set. And especially because the crowd. Well, when you're a DJ, you always kind of feeding off the crowd. 'Cause I don't plan my set, so knowing what crowd was there was liberating. You can just kind of let me just throw that in, let me throw that in. Whereas other crowds, I don't pander straight to the crowd, but you have to be mindful of who's there and what you're doing. So if there's people there are unfamiliar, I won't pander to them, but I'll try and get them on side. So I might play something. So I remember I was in where was it? In Peru, yeah, and I was in Machu Picchu, in the town next to it. So it was all locals, and they were kind of sitting down, and I was like, I need to get them up, I need to get them dancing. So I kind of just played something a little bit reggaeton-y, a little bit skippy, and I got one girl to stand up, and I was like, okay, that's one, And I just went that way, and then I brought them into my side. So It's always like that as a DJ.
Did they have a dub sound system for that party?
No, I mean, it didn't even have these. Like this would have been a luxury to have decks.
Oh, right,
I mean,
right.
it was like a proper, it was like a stack that you had to DJ on. Yeah, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that's a good DJ story.
yeah, there's plenty.
Let's dive into some of those. You got any other standout highlights?
Some of them,
apart from playing on the boat, you know,
some of
that's
them
a
were
new one.
crazy, too crazy for daytime. But I remember I was playing in a lot of them in South America as well. So I was playing in Venezuela, and this at a time when Venezuela was like the murder capital of the world. I didn't know this at the time when I'm going there. I started researching before. I was like, oh wait, why did I agree to this one? So I go there, I go to this guy's house, and I'm like, oh, okay, let me go and get some food. And I was like, gonna walk down the street, normal thing. He's like, no, you can't walk. You have to get in a car. I'm like, why? He's like, it's dangerous. I was like, oh, okay. So then, we go down to this restaurant, it's all good. And the party's meant to be the next night. And then the guy goes, the party, it can't happen. I was like, why? He said, politics. I'm like, what? What's that going to do with me? He said, we go to another city. I said, what? So we get a little plane, yeah? The next day in the morning, like an hour flight, and to another place called Barquisimeto. Yeah, I remember the name. So we go to Barquisimeto, get in the car. These guys that are like playing Jamiroquai really loud in the car. I don't speak any Spanish. I know a bit of Spanish now, but at the time I knew nothing. And they're just like, we were just vibing off of Jamiroquai. That's what we were doing. That's on the way. Jamiroquai, just going like that. Got to the party. Party was horrible. But it's a story, you know?
Jamiroquai is the connector of us all.
Yeah, exactly. We get back
Really
to
is.
jazz in the end. That's why I say jazz always returns.
Always.
Beautiful segue, Silkie. Like, should have you more often.
Yeah, sure.
But tell us a little bit about your current projects. Are you still continuing that jazz theme? What's happening in your musical world?
So it's difficult for me to not continue it. I would have to. It's actually easier for me to make the style I make than to make any other style. I have to force myself to do anything else, you know. But yeah, I've got like Bedroom Rap Records where we release kind of garage influence stuff. So kind of more pure kind of garagey style, and then you got like more up to date stuff and a little bit more like old school like proto dubstep kind of style. And I've got my stuff on Deep Medi that's coming. I can't, because it's not been announced, I can't like say what it's going to be, but we've definitely got, I've got a couple of releases coming on Deep Medi. And then I've got Antisocial Records, which is my dubstep label. So I've got really like a Lost Tapes kind of thing. That's a exclusive announcement on here. We got Lost Tapes. So it's like old school tracks of mine that I'm gonna I'm not gonna change how they were like they are, because they are what they are. I'm gonna give them a little bit of a mix, because at the time these are tracks that got played on like Rinse FM and stuff like that back in the day on the Antisocial show, but they never came out because I was making so much music at the time that there was not enough avenues for my music to come out. So there's these tracks that are like sitting on YouTube clips that people send me all the time, like, oh, when's this coming out? you still asking me? Come on. But luckily, a couple of years ago, I found one of my hard drives, and it was like beaten up, and I found it, and I thought it wouldn't work, but I thought, let me just give it a try. Let's see, because every time my computer would die, I would always just take my hard drive and store it, just in case I could get the hard drive back. And then luckily I went on Amazon, bought a couple of things to be able to connect it up, connected it, and it would come on for like about an hour, and then it would die. So in that time I had to keep on trying to like extract as much information out of it, because it kept on dying. So I was like, let me just like I was trying to find all the folders that I needed. I was like, this folder, I need this folder. Okay, cool. This folder, I need this folder. And it was like a process of that, just me sitting on my floor in my room for like, I would say about 3 days straight, didn't talk to anyone. I was just like, I need to get these before the hard drive just says no more.
Yeah.
But luckily, I basically got all my music, like from like 2003 onwards, basically. So I went through all my hard drives from 2003 onwards. I basically got all of it, and it loads up. Like, I made sure it loads up. you know. So I can go back and listen to tracks that I made when I was, 18. I'm 40 now.
Yeah.
I can listen to them as I made them at the time, you know.
This is incredible. This is like news, like good news for me personally, because I love when producers drop like lost tapes. Like the amount of music and like club classics that must be sat on producers' hard drives, like especially in this city, is crazy. And the fact that you managed to get that to work, and the fact that you found the hard drive when you did, like clearly now's the right time to release this, and also look back on your career after like 20 years, right?
Yeah.
I'm gassed to hear it. I'm gassed to hear it.
And you know what the thing is, I love that I can listen to how I was making music at the time.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it was me. It's weird. Like some tracks I remember making, some of them I don't. You know, it's just like a moment in time. So, and some of them, a lot of them, especially the later ones, they hold up. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm, putting out stuff that I'm not happy with.
Yeah.
It's like, no, this is stuff that it should have come out.
Right.
It just didn't, just because of logistics.
Right, and hard drives,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
computers.
And what you said about like people not having access to those tracks, I think it's a lot of it is to do with hard drives dying and people not really preparing. Luckily at the time I prepared I didn't really know I was going to be able to do it later, but I was a little bit of a hoarder. I couldn't throw it away. I was like, just keep the hard drive, and that served me in this moment.
Okay, phenomenal. What advice do you have for producers in hard drive backups and storage? Asking for a friend.
Well, the main thing that you need to do is get a new hard drive before your old hard drive dies, and then start moving that stuff over.
Okay.
So don't go down my route where your hard drive is already dead.
Right.
I mean, I was lucky that I was able to get it back. But what I do nowadays is I'm always getting new hard drives, especially when there's any like kind of deal on Amazon or any of these other retailers are available. When it's deals, always go and get a hard drive because you'll never have too much storage.
Okay, cool. Great advice. Thank you, Silkie. I'm wondering if listening back to those tracks that you made when you were like 18, 19, does it tell you a lot about like your mindset, your mental state at the time? And then also, have you seen kind of production techniques or styles or like even riffs or references that were prevalent then that you've expanded on, and only in looking back have you kind of seen the journey and the process and the way your sound has developed?
Yeah, the funny thing is, like, so I got these tracks back in around 2002. No, not 2002, 2022. Sorry, this is post-pandemic. So this is like the time when everyone's rediscovering everything. So in that moment, I was like, listening. So I actually was able to listen to the tracks that I made back in the day. And that kind of made me remember certain things about like the certain scales that I would use back in the day more. Even like there's some tracks that I've, had an idea back in the day. It was like maybe just a loop, but I've expanded that and I've actually released that like already,
Right.
like tracks that from that time period where I've just, gone in and it wasn't a full track. No one's ever heard it. So it's brand new, and it's with the production techniques of today. A lot of it, I remember just not being good at mix downs. And so that's when I go back to my old tracks, I'm just like, oh man, what is this?
It's cute.
Yeah, no, it's cool for grime because in grime it was kind of like seen as like a badge of honor. Like I don't mix down my tracks, I just put it out. But obviously in the dubstep world, like, there's much more pressure to mix down your tracks properly, and I would feel more embarrassed playing my track because especially like, in the dubstep culture, it comes from the sound system culture as well, where like having a solid bass and all those kind of things are it's looked down upon if you come and your bass is not hitting the room properly. Whereas in grime you can get a little bit away more with that. Just if the track's loud and it's got certain frequencies in there, people are going to be happy if the MC's spitting, and what I mean. So there's you get like a little bit of a bly with that when it comes to your mix downs. But in dubstep it's a bit like drum and bass in that aspect and dub, where it's like if your sonics are not 100% on point, people be like, that tune's not going to hit properly.
I feel like that's just ever increasing, like this human want for getting the more perfect mix down, the perfect mastering, and like clinical side. But someone was saying to me that like with the AI generation and everything being perfect, there might be this pullback and even in music that we start going more towards like a lo-fi, more human sounding approach?
Well, I mean,
Sounds-
that's already happened with me, to be fair. Like, you know, through that journey as well, I kind of discovered the beauty of this, like, it's all right. You know, because obviously I'm a perfectionist as a person, so it's like, I have to tell myself it's all right. It's cool. It sounds okay, you know? Because the production process for me is, a lot of it is just me saying to myself, it's okay, let's move on, you know? Because if I allow myself to just sit there and you know, tweak everything, you know, all the time, I would never get anything finished. So I'm also like, you know, heavily influenced by like people like Jay Dilla and stuff like that. And when I listen to other productions, I like them, and I'm like, and if I analyze the mix sound, I'm like, the mix sound, you know, on a technical level isn't the greatest, but it sounds sick. So sometimes you have to go outside of yourself to be like, okay, but what do I enjoy outside of my own music? Because you can get quite clinical when you're doing your own stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, just look at the world around and be like, nah, this is fine like how it is, you know?
Yeah, MPC, Jay Dilla sample era. I mean, that is lo-fi as it gets, really, isn't it?
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah. What have you brought to us on the USB today?
Well,
what have you got?
I don't know. Like, let's see in it. I'm just gonna go through it.
Okay, dope. And I also want to know, why are you so jazzy? How has that happened?
All right, so
Why should you look for tunes on your USB? See if you can do both.
All right,
let's see if we can multitask.
All right, well, I'm not good at this. Let's see. So the reason why I would say I'm really, I don't know if I'm that jazzy, but I'm pretty jazzy, is due to my influence from garage, really. It's really garage that, I mean, slow jams as well. Like, you see I've got a little slow jam folder there.
Yeah,
slow
but
jam-
your influence, I understand, but how are you able to be so jazzy in your production?
Oh, no, but...
So, you know, a lot of people go to like a jazz school or something to be able to write music in that way. And I was watching the jazz heads whilst we were playing at Ori, and they were literally studying you, like
Well,
going and like listening to the riffs and just trying to work this out.
That's crazy
Yeah.
because I don't, you know, I taught myself, but you know, I would say the reason why I'm jazzy is because I like the sound. So I'm that kind of person where if I hear something, I want to emulate it and I want to get good at it.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna find a way to do it. So it was more just. It's not like I sat down to myself and said I want to play jazzy kind of stuff. It's no, that stuff resonated with me throughout all the music that I was listening to, and then it was more like me trying to understand it. So I'm like listening as a young boy in my house to this music, and when I'm making my music now, I'm like, all right, well, how do I make this kind of music that I like? And it's like, okay, scales. I need to know about scales. So I'm like researching on scales. Like this is kind of it's pre-YouTube, not pre-internet. But I remember going to like music stores where I'd get like a book, and you know, I tried to teach myself scales. And then from there it was just like, okay, well, chords, you know, just trying to, so it was step by step. It wasn't like, you know, I just became some jazzy guy. Like
Like the Matrix, you just plug it in and it's like, download jazz.
No,
Right, I'm ready.
Exactly. No, it was just due to like, you know, I mean, if you was to listen to my old tracks, like it was more, the grime from like 2003 was basically me, like playing this kind of Baroque classical stuff. It's like classic, you know, like the classic kind of grime, like classic style, you know, with like strings and stuff like that.
Yeah, Da Vinci, innit?
Yeah,
Used to do a
exactly.
lot of that, yeah.
So that's what I was on at the time. So I wouldn't say that I had much of a jazzy influence in my tracks at that time. But that wasn't due to me not liking that stuff. I wasn't able to do it.
Yeah.
So it's just that journey of like being able and getting to the point where I could. That's when it came out, because it's like I was always searching to go to that place, but I had to go through the other steps before I got there. So my music kind of followed that path.
I think that's a really important story, because there's so many people who might feel jazz is a bit inaccessible because you need to get a jazz tutor or you need to go to a jazz school in order to play that style of music. But listening to what you're saying is essentially you can study the music and break it down and then work out how to turn that into your own version of jazz, which, to be honest, is very jazz in itself.
Yeah.
So let's get onto this USB.
All right,
We're in the garage steady folder right now.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going.
I don't know what the steady part of it means, but I'm with you.
It means that it doesn't waver in pitch, in speed. Because
Okay.
there's some garage tracks that, like, over time it's because someone's recorded it off of a vinyl.
Yeah.
And it's like slowing down and stuff like that. So it's all steady BPMs. I made sure that it's not drifting.
Professionals here.
Yeah,
Professionals.
Well, I don't.
Make the job easier for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? I don't want to be out here. Let me try and get something quite jazzy here, like a garage track that will kind of show you where I kind of got my vibe from.
Nice.
So you could go here.
Okay, there you go.
Is this one, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Yo, Silkie's in the mix right now. Garage steady. Keep the tunes going, man. Keep the tunes going. It's nice for you to kind of showcase like a little bit of the conversation we were just having about the jazz influences and the references through some garage. But yeah, I think Silkie's going to keep going for a bit now. So yeah, this is Limi and Programma on the Boat Pod, and you're in the mix with Silkie.
anymore. Not a little bit anymore. Not a little girl anymore. You used to be the one I adore, but there's plenty more fish in the sea for me. Plenty more fish in the sea. Not a little girl. Not a little girl. Not a little girl. Not a little girl.
Okay. Silkie, what an impeccable collection of garage right there. Is that something have you been collecting this for a while?
You know what? So these, like, obviously I had a lot of garage back in the day on vinyl. When I bought it on vinyl, some of it friends stole,
Rude.
stole. You know, like
Yeah,
when you
yeah,
lend
yeah.
someone and it's gone. So some went missing. Some of it's at my friend's house. Some of it I've got tucked away in different places because I had so much vinyl. I didn't have anywhere to put it. So me and Quest, my boy, Antisocial Records. We had like a moment where we were just searching through the internet for as much garage as we can find and like just, you know, trying to remember names of tracks so we could go get them and buy them and whatever. And so we had like a 3-day stint of just trying to find all the classics because luckily between me and him, we got good memories and we can remember the names of a lot of tracks.
Okay.
So us together, we're a formidable team to be able to find like all the garage that we wanted.
That's amazing. And the result is this, right?
Yeah, I've got loads of it. I mean,
You're set now. You're good. No more digging for Silkie.
yeah. No. I mean, there's still more because, you know, obviously
Yeah.
I've got to make it as well.
Right.
So yeah, but and also there's other people making good garage now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was. I had to get the base. I had to get the classics.
Yeah.
And then we can move on from the classics, but we need to get them first.
Yeah. So you're producing a bit of garage at the moment as well, right?
Yeah.
Which I guess we can talk about a bit later on in the show.
Cool.
Should we chat about dubstep?
Yeah. I'm ready. Always
Okay.
willing. Always able.
Always. So I discovered you through dubstep. So it's really cool for me to hear this kind of garage side of you. Like, I think that's dope. It just adds more to the mystery.
Yeah, the mystique.
Yeah, 100%. But you've got a little tune lined up for us here. So
Yeah.
why have you selected this? Like, what does it mean to you?
So I don't know if I want to say because it's not been announced yet, but it's forthcoming somewhere. You know?
Exclusive.
Yeah, I don't know if people can see the screen. If they can, then they might be able to see where it's forthcoming. But if not,
We'll cover the screen.
if not, it doesn't matter anyway. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think people can see. It's okay.
No, but that's all good. So it's one of my newest tracks. Obviously, you know, when you play your old music, you're always nice when it gets a reaction, but you're always looking for a reaction from your newest stuff because your old stuff already got a reaction.
Of course.
You know, you got all those memories, but your new stuff, you're like, do people like it?
Right.
So when people go off, you're like, okay, yeah, I've still got it.
I get that. I'm new to releasing productions. I've been producing for a long time, but I'm dropping an EP in June, and all I'm doing right now is listening to the next EP because I'm bored of listening to the one I'm going to drop.
Yeah, no, that's normal. That's normal.
Yeah.
But it gets a new life when you get to play it.
Right.
So, you know, even though you're bored of listening to it, but you're bored of listening to it in your situation.
Okay.
You won't be bored of listening to when it gets to the club.
Yes.
You'll be like, oh, I want to hear this.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, cool.
So the different stages of boredness.
Okay, cool. All right. Noted. Thank you. Okay, should we get this one on? I'm excited to hear it. This is an exclusive Silkie upcoming release. Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's go.
yes, this is forthcoming heat from Silkie. We're not saying no names what it is, but you gotta keep an eye out on the socials of when it drops. All right, now we're gonna get into a little back-to-back and take us to the end of the show.
What? I'm sorry. I don't understand French.
sun, shiny tinted one. Chrome colors all over each other. Today sunshine one. Colors over.
Okay, a little bit of a dubstep B3B there. That was super fun. And now we're joined by Tessa, who's been helping Silkie out with his labels, along with many other things, multifaceted creative person right here. So Tessa, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello. Yeah, I'm Tessa. I'm working with Silkie on the labels and Bedroom Rap Records, Antisocial. Doing a lot. We've been doing a lot.
So you're an agent?
I'm an agent. Yeah, I've been agenting, kind of managing. Is that a verb? I don't know, but
it is now.
Yeah, there we go.
It is now.
A lot of different bits. Producing events. Just moved back from Argentina, so like back in London now. Was doing a lot of events out there and working on some stuff. So thought it was about time to come over here and see what London is saying, really.
Well, that's also how we met through. I met her in Argentina while I was, going on tour in Argentina, and Square Wave put me in touch with Tessa, saying that she does events in Buenos Aires. So started chatting to her. Obviously, done the event. The event was sick. That was actually really. What was that club? The club that you done?
Where was it? La Tangente, yeah.
Okay, well, that place.
You speak Spanish, don't act like you don't.
I know, but for the rest of the
Okay,
people. But yeah, so we done that, and then we kept in touch afterwards. She was really good with just replying to emails.
It's a skill.
And
It's a
what I'm
skill.
good at, yeah.
No. No, but it's like she had some of the things that I really hate doing, and she was really good at, like just administrative stuff. You could do it really well, and obviously she was very creative as well with ideas about marketing and things she wanted to do. So it was like a good matchup. Do you know what I mean? So from there we started working together. So she DJs as well, you know. I think
here and there,
I mean, you forgot to say that.
Oh, yeah.
So many things.
She saved in my phone as DJ Tessa, to be fair.
Well, Tessa, welcome back to London and welcome to the show. It's really, really cool to have you here and have a perspective of someone who's not just an artist and is kind of working behind the scenes and in the kind of business part of the music industry as well. I think it's very revealing what you just said and the intro that you've just given to show actually what working in the music industry is actually like and the amount of jobs that one person holds at any one time. Whether you're an artist and you manage yourself or whether you're an agent plus a DJ plus a manager plus this plus that. And I think hot take, not really a hot take, after talking with Steph from Deep Medi, there's always a male-female power duo going on in a lot of the music industry.
I think the first time I met Steph, I think Silkie introduced me to her and was like, you're like I was like the Steph to Silkie as Steph is the man.
Yeah, Steph.
I was joking.
Obviously. But
yeah.
And that wasn't a real introduction. You're making it sound like.
No, I mean it was
But
joking.
Yeah,
but
It's real though. It's real though. I
None
think
of us want to get in trouble with Music Matter, all right?
Yeah. Not on
We
the
love you,
same
Steph.
level. Yeah.
But it's true
but
though.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
a lot
that
of
is a
like
little-
women doing the administration, the organization, the operations, the production, the creative, the marketing, working with men or working with creatives in general. And there's a lot of like unseen labor that is often done by women in the music industry in
It
quite a
is.
male dominated projecting kind of world. So it's great to have you on the show and kind of get your perspective.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's good to be here. Thank you guys. Good vibes. And yeah, I think like, yeah, well, me and Silkie have been working together for what now? 2-3 years?
Yeah, something like that. I would say 2.5, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I feel like it's really like necessary to have kind of that team or like duo, whatever you have, do you know what I mean? Like with people that you're working with so people can focus on the different bits. Silkie can stay in his room and, you know, just produce beats every day and, you know,
Go through his lost hard drives.
But yeah, like having that kind of, I don't know, it's just been like a pretty like natural dynamic that's worked. Like I feel like we have like complementing.
But I think also it's kind of difficult for you because you also do creative stuff as well. So it's you know, time you take up doing that kind of work is like time you don't get to, you know,
Make some beats.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so it's always this trade-off. You know, people. You know, I've got like a well, I wouldn't say a 9 to 5. It's more of a 8 till 7 a.m. in the morning job. Yeah. So you know, we all end up juggling stuff, and you know, obviously, a lot of people don't get to see that. They think of, you know, producers and stuff, and they think, oh, he's making loads of money. It's like, yeah, the money in the music industry. The problem with it is that it's infrequent, and if you've got bills, you need to make sure that the bill is paid. You can't be like, I'm hoping for a booking soon, you know. So.
Or the promoter's taken 3 months to pay me and it hasn't come through yet. Do you know what I mean?
I think like working as an agent as well with like the majority of the artists I'm working with are all have full-time jobs on the side as well.
Right.
And I'm talking about artists that are doing very, very well. Do you know what I mean? They're playing in great places, festivals, touring the world. Do you know what I mean? But they're still got either full-time or part-time jobs on the side. It's like everyone is juggling a million things, and it's like, how do you do that as well in like a creative job as well, where you need that kind of time to yourself to like be able to think about ideas and stuff? I feel like that's the hardest bit as well.
I don't think there's a lot of space within a lot of creatives' lives, and space is so essential to kind of make the art that you want to make and allow the creativity to kind of come into play. And like, I think it's so cool that you support Silkie to be in his creative as much as he can. Obviously he even has a job on the side, a full-time job, right? So it's a balancing act to the music industry, and a lot of people see the Instagram or the SoundCloud or the streams and they're like, oh, you made it, you smashed it, you've got a name, you're doing it. But it's like, yeah, but where's the income, where's the stability, like where's the paycheck? So this is, I'm sure a lot of people working in the industries obviously experience this, but maybe people who don't, or people who have a dream of making it or trying to, you know, build up their career, that balancing act never stops. And I think you got to try and make peace with it and find different clients, different work, different job roles that support each other and feed into each other. But there's always going to be a challenge and a friction between them. So
I think like also like maybe not putting so much pressure on it at first as well, not being like, you know, I'm gonna make money and this is what I'm gonna do out of music, because it also like takes the fun away and like, you know, the good side from it. If you put too much pressure on something that you love, then it's like, oh god, like I've got to make money out of this now. Like if you kind of, you know, build it up in your own way whilst you're maybe doing something else that's gonna bring stability financially, I feel like that can help as well, take a lot of the pressure off. And if you can go full time, amazing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, if you go to open decks nights, like that's where you see that raw, I've just come into the scene, I'm just happy to play out to people, and it's so refreshing. I love going to those. Just like, I guess as an older person in the scene, then yeah, you can connect with like 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds. I actually encourage more like really established artists to go and do that, because like that will mean the world to someone, and you might propel their career as well.
Yeah, I played one the other day at Planet Wax. Actually, it was so much fun.
Yeah.
Actually, they like forced me on. I was like, I don't want to play. And we were like, get on there. I was like, actually, it was really fun.
Yeah. It's great, especially like if you play vinyl as well.
Yeah.
Because like imagine you're 19, 20, no one has actually, they haven't seen that before.
That's true.
They ain't seen someone play vinyl. Silkie, do you play vinyls?
So, I obviously I started off on vinyls. I don't really have vinyls anymore. As I remember, I was telling the story before, like everyone stole my vinyls. So because basically the reason why I don't have decks, like vinyl decks anymore, is because I sold those decks to pay for my first release with well, not my first release, but a release with Quest, which was Hard Food. And so we you know, I sold my decks to go and pay for that. So I don't regret the decision, because it was the track that got us solidified in dubstep. But yeah, I lost my decks. I lost my prized Technique 1200s, man.
They'd be worth a lot now.
I know the silver ones. I know. But you know, the experiences that I've gained through that track coming out, I would never exchange it for nothing. You know, like the amount of things that I've done off the back of that, and you know, due to that track and you know, that getting us in the scene, we were able to link up with Mala, blah blah blah, and I don't know if that would happen in the same way if that didn't happen. So even though I lost my Technique 1210s, no, it's 1200s, sorry, I'm still hurt today, but it gave me a lot of experiences that I would never, you know, exchange for anything else.
Yeah. Do you think there's still room for DJs that don't produce anymore?
Yeah, but it's difficult because there's you know, a lot of people, the way they get to the point where people want them to play is that they hear a track of theirs and they say, okay, we'll book this guy. Before, the way it was before is like, you know, you would go to someone like Hatcher or Youngster, this is the dubstep scene I'm talking about, and you would have to give them your track and they would play it, you know? So the scene was set up in a different way. I think like one of the places that changed that the most was like Forward, and this is all talking about the dubstep scene. Forward and DMZ, they started bringing in, like, I remember when Mala first played, because Mala would never DJ. Yeah, he would give his tracks to Youngster and Hatcher at Forward, and then and you know, then it just became a point where it was like, okay, let's get Mala to play, and Mala plays. And you know, he does a whole set of his stuff. This is a dub plate times, you know what I mean? So he's cutting dubs and playing dubs, and I think so that started that whole trend, not just in well, that was mainly in dubstep, because if you think about it, in grime at the time, most producers never so at the same time this was happening, most producers wouldn't DJ. Yeah, and that was kind of one of the reasons why I kind of moved over to dubstep more, because I was making grime and dubstep, probably equal amounts at this time. But I just felt like the grime scene was going in a way where the MC was the king, and the producers were just like a side thought of like, you know, oh yeah, we'll just, you know, we'll, not even shouting out the producer on the track, you know, those kind of things. I just feel like I was getting slighted in the grime scene, and like I see that in the dubstep scene, DJs were getting love, and I was like, I'm going over here, man.
Yeah, and it's still like that as well.
Yeah.
Like the MC is still a host MC
Well,
in dubstep, and I love that.
Yeah, but I saw that happening in real time.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm out. Because I wanted to DJ. Like I was a DJ. A lot of producers aren't DJs, so they don't really have that. They're forced to DJ because it makes money. It's like, you know, you're gonna make money, you know, off of this track. If you don't DJ and you just produce in the dubstep scene, that's going to be difficult to make any money because most of the money is in doing festivals, doing shows and stuff like that. But I think there still is a space for that, you know, the DJ that doesn't produce, but it's reducing just because of the way the scene is and how much your music will usually get you the opportunity.
Yeah, that's true.
In dubstep specifically, it's like that, no? Because I feel like in other scenes or like more in like mainstream stuff, there's still a lot of DJs that, you know, that are like some of the biggest DJs out there in the world that are like, you know, they don't produce at all. Or more like, I feel like the ones that are really making it are more like the really like, you know, the big personalities. You know what I mean, more performer kind of, they bring a whole another edge.
I would say usually as well, in that case, they would have a label. So they usually have something. So even if you're not a producer, you might have a label, and then off that label you're able to, you know. So I think as a DJ, if you don't produce, you could, you know, start a label and find talent, and that would bring up your profile, and you would have music to play from different people.
Speaking of labels, another perfect segue, Silkie. It's almost like you've done radio before or something. Can we talk about Antisocial Records, because you guys run it together, right? So
yes.
yeah, let's chat about it.
Okay, well, this is because I already spoke a little bit, but I wanted Tessa to come on because she was just sitting over there. I was like, well, you did it with me. The point you sitting over there, we're not talking about it together.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to talk about like what we've been doing and what our future plans are.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what was said already, but.
You weren't listening?
We listened to a bit. We were having a little chat right there, but
agents are too busy. They're doing agent stuff. You know, that's how to listen to radio shows.
Your top skill.
No phones in here. So
I was checking the Liverpool-Chelsea score for you as well. Come on.
Also important.
Which, yeah, anyway. Moving on. No, but yeah, basically we've been working for like the last couple of years on like relaunching Antisocial, because obviously Antisocial was, you know, around since when? 2000.
Well, what I was just saying about the, you know, that release that I sold my decks for, that was for Antisocial Records.
And that was in what year? That was in 2000?
2006.
2006. Okay. Yeah. 2006. So yeah.
20
years on, basically. Yeah. So it's been 20 years since actually the Hard Food release. Yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats.
And yeah, I think for the past couple of years, like, well, Silkie just had like huge, I don't know if we can swear on here, I was about to swear.
No.
Okay, good. I stopped myself. And a lot of music in his hard drive, just building up, just burning a hole in his hard drive.
We did speak about
it.
So
we were like, basically.
No, I'll just catch you up
all
a little
go
bit.
on.
Just so that you don't go.
Well, this is what I told you. Go on.
No, so I basically introduced that I was doing the lost tapes because I found my hard drives and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So don't worry, we're
cool.
up to here now.
So we got onto the lost tapes. Okay, yeah, lost tapes. Yeah.
So
yeah, that will be coming in soon. But also, yeah, I think the idea is as well to start like bringing on other artists as well and start releasing. Obviously, you know, Silkie's got music for years. Well, I was going to be at days. But yeah, we definitely want to start like getting some other artists on the label to release. Looking into vinyl as well, getting and some other bits, and yeah.
Well, yeah, we got like there's a possible vinyl release that we're looking at, but it was instrumental of some old kind of grime stuff,
which you may or may not know.
Ooh,
but yeah, it's
exciting.
been doing some numbers recently on certain places, and I feel like it's been resurfacing a lot lately because I think it was 20 years or something since it came out.
Yeah, so it was 20. Well, I think it was more than. I mean, I think it was 20 years, like 2 years ago. And since then, so we're talking about no help or handouts.
Okay, you're just gonna go for it then, yeah.
Whatever, because this is weird now. we're too much skirting around, you know.
Yeah. If you're in the States, be like, boo, 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 exclusive, exclusive.
But maybe it's a maybe. It's a maybe. But yeah. So No Help by Handouts and An Orthodox Daughter. So they're two tracks that were released in I think 2004. But obviously they were not released. Well, the An Orthodox Daughter was never released on vinyl, I don't think. Or if it was, the instrumental definitely wasn't released. And No Help or Handouts, the instrumental for that was released, but it was like on a very limited press. So you know, I thought it might be cool to put them both together as a little package and do a limited releases just for the people that kind of missed out on that, or the people that have rediscovered it, because a lot of people have come, you know, to me rediscovering the old grime stuff from 2004. So it's been cool to kind of go through that, and with my hard drive found and basically all my grime alive, I've probably got like 200 grime songs that never got released.
Wow.
Because this happened in a period of time where I was 16, 17, and no job, no responsibility, nothing. So I could just make beats all day. I wasn't even drinking water. I was like, Mum would just come with some water and be like, come on, man.
Gotta look after yourself. Come on.
Come on, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, all right. Must make beats. So I got loads of beats in those times. And that trained me up the most, like just being able to make beats. And that's why sometimes you're lucky if you can start early, is because you just got no responsibilities. Right. If you start when you're a big person and you got, you know, family and all this kind of stuff, it's gonna take a while, because usually the producers that get to a certain level is that they have. This is also brings me on to another point of why a lot of times it's that rich people can make, you know, they can get really good at making beats because they don't have to work.
The luxury of time for the creative practice, right?
So we us mere mortals, we get that when we're young. we get that when we're young because, you know, parents can kind of look after us in that stage, so we can just focus on making music. But obviously, if you got money, if you come from wealth, you can kind of just do that at any point and just be chilling and just focus on your art. So
yeah, and that's very on topic at the moment. There's been a lot of chat about that out there on the social media platforms.
Yeah.
And we're unfortunately coming towards the end of the show. We've got a couple minutes left, but it's been a pleasure to have you, Silks, and Tessa as well. I'm glad you got on the mic.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for having us.
I forced her.
We're glad you did. It's really cool to have your perspective, Tessa, and it's been great chatting to you, even if it is 8 a.m. DJ time for you, Silkie. Start the show.
Yeah, man. I woke up.
I wonder if we can squeeze in a little tune from Antisocial Records before the end of the show, and end on one of them, and then go off for the rest of the day.
Okay. Which one was that?
All right, we're gonna let Silkie and Tessa choose a track. And we're signing off. This has been Limi and Programma on the Boat Pod. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you, Silkie and Tessa, for joining us. It's been super fun.
Thank you.
All right, catch you guys next month.